Hello everyone, I welcome you all to CADD online classes. CADD is a computer training institution wherein we do teach different CAD courses, accounting, development, IT courses, digital marketing and animation courses. We are located at 4 different branches, that is in CADD RAJAJINAGAR, CADD BASAVANAGUDI, CADD SHESHADRIPURAM and CADD MALLESHWARAM. And for today's class, we are going to discuss about TCS, which stands for Tax Collected at Source. So whenever there is a procedure of purchasing a product, we know obviously we are going to pay the tax for them. That is in the name of GSTs. So whichever the product that are not listed under GSTs will be charged with TCS. The seller or the manufacturer is liable to collect the taxes from the person who is purchasing goods from him. And the list of goods are as follows. That is alcoholic liquor for human consumption, timber wood, tendu leaves, scrap, minerals and coal, iron ore, bullions that exceeds 2 lakhs, and if you are purchasing jewelry for more than value of 5 lakhs rupees, then you are liable for TCS, and a motor vehicle which is costing more than 10 lakh rupees, and lastly toll plazas, parking lot, mining land. So we have seen KGF movie wherein they take up a land for a lease for the purpose of mining. So whenever they give a land for the purpose of mining for the other person, the lease amount will be charged along with the TCS. So that is what is a procedure all about. Before passing on the ownership of a product to the consumer or to the person who is buying it, we are going to collect the tax called as TCS. And the percentage varies from one to another. So we'll discuss that later. So we'll have one of a product for the example, and we'll continue how do we calculate tax for that and how do we pay the tax for the government. TCS comes under the income tax lot itself, and it comes under the section 206 and it follows. Tax is collected by the central government, state government, local authority or statutory corporations, or the company which is registered under the Companies Act, and partnership firm, cooperative society, and lastly HUF. So all these persons are they are liable or they are responsible to collect the taxes when they comes under the clause of TCS products. So that is for the introduction. We'll begin that with the example in the TALLY. And as always, I'm going to create a new company in TALLY that is in the name of TCS, just to avoid confusions. So go for create company. Do select the state as Karnataka and consider the financial year, that is 1st April 21, and accept this screen. So we'll get into the configuration. Have to configure the details that is required by me. Cost center not required again, and GST is also not required as if now, and TDS is also not required. We are practicing TCS, so have to enable this future. To enable this, convert this into yes, and it will ask for certain details. We have to furnish the details and we have to follow. Just like your TDS, even TCS will have the TAN number, that stands for Tax Deductions and Collections Account Number. That follows by 4 alphas, 5 numerics, 1 alpha. That is the format of your TAN number. Repeat the same number even in the next line. Collector type is company. In yesterday's class in TDS, we do select individual, but in today's class, that is TCS, we do have to select a company. Set alter the person's responsible details. Yes, I have to give the details of a person from whom I'm going to collect the tax. So, and the PAN number of that person. The format is 5 alphas, 4 numerics and 1 alpha. As an example, P is compulsory at any one of the place. Ignore IT exemption limit. Yes, even here will not give any exemptions. Entire goods, whatever they do purchase, is taxable. and then go for accepting this screen so that we are done with configuring it. The very next procedure once you are done creating company is to create the ledgers. For that, go for create and ledgers. Firstly, I'll get into preparing the tax ledger, that is TCS. Under the group duties and taxes, I have told you yesterday, whenever you create a tax related ledger, you have to select the group duties and taxes. And now we are working on TCS, so the type of duty is TCS itself. And I have given the list of products that comes under TCS. You have to list any one of them to go with that. And it is a nature of goods, contract, license, lease. I'll give you an examples again. When it comes to goods, either you can purchase motor vehicles or forest products, alcoholic liquor for human consumptions, timber or tendu leaves. When it comes to contract, you will have a contract between a government and a person who is selling it. So that is might be a toll collections or parking lot or tax collections. And when it comes to mining, that is for lease. When it comes to license, it is again alcoholic liquor selling and buying activity. So it depends on the nature. We'll go for creating one example. On the right hand side, we have the list of nature of goods. I don't have any, have to create. So go for the option create. TCS on tendu lease. Under the section 206C, be careful with this section. If you go wrong here, the tally will not provide me the tax details in the voucher. So the taxes in TCS will not exceed 1%. The highest percentage is 5%, that is for your tendu leaves. As I'm giving the example of tendu leaves, I'll take 5 itself. And all the other products, major of them list under 1% of tax itself. There is no exemption limit, just accept this. And we are done creating the tax ledger. And secondly, I have to create a sales ledger, sales account under the group sales. And is TCS applicable whenever you are making a sales? Yes, it is applicable. The nature of goods is TCS on tendu leaves. And accept this. And the last ledger is a party ledger. Have taken the example as Rakshita. Have to create the party ledger as Rakshita itself. Under the group sundry debtor, because debtor receiver, she is the one who is receiving a product from me, and out of that I am going to collect the tax. And maintain balance bill by bill? No, because I don't want the reference of this bill. And is TCS applicable? Yes. So for this Rakshita's ledger, I have to apply the TCS and I have to charge the tax for her purchase. So we are going to make it as yes. Buyer or leasee type is association of person, or you can go with selecting any one of them that I have listed you earlier. Accept this, so that we are done creating 3 different ledgers that are required for us. As of now, I'll come back to Gateway of Tally screen, and here I have to create the stock item, because without a physical stock, I cannot go for making sales of that. That is the reason we'll create the stock item. To create that, in the Gateway of Tally screen, go for create, and here inventory masters. Before the item, I'll go for units creations, nose, and the formal name for this is numbers. Give escape, come back to the same screen. In the inventory masters, go for stock item selection. We have taken the example of tendu leaves. Create the stock item of tendu leaves itself. Under primary, units are numbers, and then it is now asking me for the tax details here. In order to provide those details, Control I is the shortcut key, and here TCS details, click on this, Is TCS applicable? Yes, it is applicable. For the nature, TCS on tender leaves. And the rate I have taken is 5%. Give the same percentage here also and accept the screen. So that we are done with creating all the ledgers and stock item also. Now the procedure is to create our vouchers. Go for voucher, and now I have to enter the sales voucher. F8 is the shortcut key for that. And the party name is Rakshita because she is the one who is purchasing a good from me, and out of that I am charging the tax for her. Sales ledger, you have to select sales, and the name of item will be tender leaves. Just give the quantity whichever you are selling the goods at and at what rate. You will get the total amount in the amount column. Once you get this total amount calculations, right after that give enter. In the next line you can select the tax, so that it will automatically calculate you the tax that you have to collect from her. Accept this. Now to analyze this part, we'll come back to the gateway of Tally screen. We'll get into the balance sheet. To have a detailed view, Alt F1 is the shortcut key. And in the duties and taxes, I have the amount that is 10,000 rupees on a liabilities column, which means my company is liable to pay this 10,000 to the government. We'll see that procedure also. Come back to gateway of Tally screen. Select vouchers. Here F5 payment voucher in order to make the payment of the tax. To autofill your TCS, Control F is the shortcut key. Tax type is TCS from 1st April 21 to 31st March of 22. Collected date is same under section 206, and quality status is company, residence and cash. So later on, if it gets autofill, it's fine. If not, go for selecting as TCS and others. It will show you the balance of amount that you have to make payment here. Same amount should be entered in the amount column. Accept this. To cross verify again, come back to your balance sheet. Alt F1, so there will be no duties and taxes. So this is a procedure of your TCS. So if there is any doubt, please let me know. Yeah, if there is no doubt, that's it for the day. People all can leave. Thanks for joining. Bye.